Hi guys, it's a really sunny day today and we're going to get the greenhouse up, definitely. That's our absolute plan for today. It's a really hot day, my jacket quickly comes off, but when we get to the corner we're kind of stuck and we don't know why, but the pane of glass just won't fit in. But luckily our neighbour comes over and turns out the base has just shifted a little bit. And after that everything goes up quite well, so we got all of the remaining panels of glass into the greenhouse while enjoying the sunshine. Morning guys! So we didn't quite anticipate how much battery that time-lapse video would take to do, but the greenhouse is now up and I'm going to show you now everything else we got done at the weekend as well. So this is the greenhouse all done. It is actually looking a little bit sweaty in there, so let's go in and open the door. It's nice and warm in there already, it's only 8:30. We only planted one thing so far and that was the chilies. The Serrano chilies, they came in the little like matchbox type box. They were our victory chilies that we were going to plant once we got the greenhouse up, so they are in now, but we've got plenty of other seeds waiting to go in. And I've got a big selection of egg boxes and toilet rolls and yogurt pots that we've been saving to put everything into. So the only thing left to do is this window latch. It just needs the screws putting in so the handle's not hanging down, but it's all watertight in there, which is good. At the moment we've just got this little bit of staging in here, and then around on this other side we want to build like a tomato bed up off the ground is the plan for in there. We painted the rest of this ladder and it's going to go along the back like that one, like down the side of the greenhouse, and the puddles that were at the back of the greenhouse have actually dried up now, so should be able to get that in soon. This whole area next to the shed, oh there's my morning shadow, hello. There was loads and loads of rocks and things that we dug out, so we've kept the larger ones because they're probably still going to be useful, and we've moved as many as the small ones as we can under the shed. The plan is to like wood chip this part between the shed and the greenhouse, and there is a rumour that some wood chips are going to be delivered soon to the allotment, so we wanted to be ready for when they come so we can get a few wheelbarrows of them to put down here, because one of the plots I think has got a tree that's being chopped down. We actually had the AGM last week, so we got to meet some of our neighbours too, which was really good, and that's where we found out about the tree, so we wanted to be ready for the wood chips, and we kind of are there. There's a few little bits and pieces of stones, but not too much to get done. We took a lot of rubbish out of the shed, but I do still think that it could be tidier in there. I like everything to be neatly labelled in boxes, but it's coming along and we've got space to sit down in there now. Down at the bottom of the plot by the compost there's a lot of rubbish which we just need to get rid of. I think there's going to be a skip on the plot, but if not, we remember last year we got those permits to take stuff to the recycling centre in the trailer, so we might need to do a couple of trailerfuls of that. And the compost bin, thank you so much for everyone saying last week about not putting the couch grass roots, and we don't really know exactly what's already in the compost bin from the previous tenants. More than likely we've put loads of stuff in there that we shouldn't have done, so what we're actually going to do is just clear out all the compost. So we've not been really like snipping down the big branches to smaller sizes either. We've just been using it as like a really big bin at the moment, and then we're going to clear it out and start afresh. I think my sister's got a couple of these other bins, so we're going to have 3 of these bins, because this one, it's not very the wood's quite rotten, although I know I do like the look of the wooden ones. The wood's quite rotten at the bottom, and it's not really that sturdy or secure, but I'm sure we can recycle some of the bits of wood to elsewhere on the plot. The fruit bushes down at the bottom end are all in bud as well, so they're going to be good once we get going with them. These bright sunny mornings make it so much easier to come down here. It's just a joy to be out here in this weather. I know I hit the wall a couple of weeks ago, but I'm miles over it now, and I'm really excited about everything that's going on with the plot. Still plenty of work to be done, but you can see that it's coming along quite nicely. I'm just noticing that my neighbour across from me, it looks like they've got some potatoes in. Now they could be early potatoes, but our potatoes are chitting at home, and I don't know, I wasn't going to put them in for a couple of weeks yet, but what are your thoughts on that? I might have a little bit of a wander around and see, you know, what everyone else is doing, but I'd be interested to know what you think. Although it's like a really nice morning, it's still very clear in the evenings, and I should think there's still quite a high possibility of it being frosty, although it hasn't been for the last week or so. I don't know if you call it a gaggle of YouTubers, but there's a whole load of YouTube allotment gardeners that are right here.